Hey, you guys been looking at Pre-App 1003. We also have something called Pre-App Lite. It's only $29 a month. You get all the marketing advantages of Pre-App that you can stick in front of other systems like Blend. So you get all the advantages of Blend if that's your mobile solution, but you get the unique marketing advantages of Pre-App 1003 at only $29 a month. And it works with other mobile solutions as well. So check out Pre-App Lite by clicking this banner right over there. Again, only $29 a month. You'd be crazy not to do it. I actually did Pre-App 1003 the whole thing. I like the whole thing, but Pre-App Lite, you get the marketing advantages.
I felt it coming up.
So on with the show. This is take 3. I screwed up the first one. Frank Endestene's the second one. So now we're going to do this. We're going live. So AIME, that's A-I-M-E, Frank, okay? Or the Association of Independent Mortgage Experts. Ooh, so everybody in the group is an expert.
Love it.
They're a newly minted association here, and they now have a brand newly minted top sponsor.
All right.
That would be United Wholesale Mortgage or UWM. We know those guys.
Sure.
And they've also got Caliber, Finance of America, and AFR. They're also sponsors, but they're one tier below United Wholesale Mortgage.
All right.
United Wholesale is, you know, the double diamond.
Reigning king.
Right.
So AIME is the offshoot from Brawl. Remember the Brawl movement, right? Brawl being brokers against wholesale. That's wholesale lending. That would be brokers against wholesale lenders who target the broker's business that closed under their wholesale brand for the wholesaler's retail division.
Right.
Now, there's more to it than that, but that's basically the idea.
That's the gist of it, folks. Now, AIME's chairman, Anthony Casas, said the association wants to see brokers represent 20% of the market share in the next couple of years. Now, they currently represent 11%, so we want to see 9% growth.
Okay.
Now, I was told by the Mortgage Bankers Association president, David Stevens, that in a hot market, brokerage channels grow, and in a slow market, they shrink. And this holds true if you look at the role of the mortgage broker in the run-up to the housing crisis of 2008. It's a cheaper way, guys, a brokerage channel to bring a loan to market.
Right, that's right. And if you look at wholesale rates, frankly, they're lower than anything you'll find with a mortgage banker typically. So, are we in a hot market? Yes. Low inventory, but tons of eager buyers. And are we in an increasing rate environment? Well, rates are at a decade high, so yeah. Meaning some lenders are going to have to look for a competitive advantage through rates in our eager market, so everything is primed for the brokerage channel to grow right now.
And grow they are. Now, here's what's interesting for AIME. They're really a pure advocacy group for brokers, aren't they? I mean, other people could join, but this came from the whole Brawl thing.
Right.
Now, they're the only ones advocating for brokers pretty much exclusively. Remember, prior to the meltdown, brokers had the NAMB, the National Association of Mortgage Brokers, but when brokers were unilaterally labeled as a cause for the housing meltdown and were reduced to nothing more than a pile of ashes, NAMB decided to rebrand itself as the National Association of Mortgage Professionals. I mean, they couldn't be associated with those dirty mortgage brokers at the time, now could they? So they wanted to survive, and they changed.
Right, so NAMBA started pushing to membership amongst regional banking operations because that's what the broker of old morphed into, and gone was the association that specifically advocated for the mortgage broker.
Yes, they went from NAMBA to NAMPA. They went to the National Association of Mortgage Professionals.
Right.
Oh, so gone was the pure broker thing. That was until Anthony Casa decided to put out the Brawl petition, which gained more traction than the industry anticipated. Oops! He succeeded. Now, agree or disagree with him, with the backing of over 10,000 mortgage brokers, the industry had to take notice of this guy.
Right, and from Brawl came AIME in 2018, the only true advocacy group for the pure mortgage broker.
Okay, so where does this leave NAM? Somewhere in the middle, I guess, because you have the heavily funded Mortgage Bankers Association, the MBA, on one side, and you have the fledgling AIME for Brokers on the other side. And I guess you have NAM somewhere in the middle, really trying to figure out what its identity is.
Right, so with the funding of 4 mortgage wholesale operations, AIME is now offering Blend as a free mobile platform for members. training via events, which one of them will be at, which is going to be in Colorado, and discounted lead generation.
Now remember, with that whole blend thing, you can put pre-app light on top
Right
of that
in
for
front of
29
it.
bucks, which
Yeah,
is really, really cool.
It really makes it cooler.
Right, it totally does.
Yeah.
Now, here's really our only question. Brawl rates wholesale lenders on a variety of metrics. They've got what they call true partners, in the middle partners, and worst of all, those pesky wholesale lenders. Now, the metrics for which they judge these companies are: do the wholesale companies compete with the brokers? Do they defend the brokers' businesses? And are they proactive in support of their brokers?
Right. Now, we've spoken with Anthony and believe his heart is definitely in the right place.
Right.
Here's the thing. With his following comes massive responsibility. Anthony is asking wholesalers to be transparent with him so they can rate where they stand as broker partners. Fair enough.
Totally.
Right, fair enough. What we'd like to see, though, is complete transparency from AIM and Brawl.
Right. Now, here's a reasonable question, right? Are your 4 sponsors also the 4 highest rated wholesale lenders? And does that sponsorship curry any favor with these ratings? Now, not necessarily that the money that these wholesale lenders, the top ones, what they're paying is giving them a better rating. Not that necessarily, but my question is, because these guys are in fact good, I get that, but rather, is the vetting process on lower rated lenders 100% accurate? Because there are 2 ways that you can promote an individual wholesaler. Somebody like United Wholesale Mortgage. You can, 1, say they're great, or 2, you can say their competition is not great. So the vetting for some of these other companies, is it as accurate as could possibly be, and are they getting a fair shake in spite of the fact that they are not paying or that somebody else is paying more? So if you've got categories for true partners and frankly bad partners, how do we know that the bad partners are not being unfairly targeted? I want to be clear about this. I'm not saying they're being unfairly targeted, but we need that transparency. What goes into the vetting process? Is it the exact same thing for every person? And is the outcome absolutely accurate? Because if it's not, then it's a popularity contest. And I'm not saying that's the case, but we don't know that because we haven't seen exactly what the vetting is.
I know, and this is the discussions that you and I have had about the Brawl thing many times over. My big concern is that vetting process.
Right.
I mean, you know, how deep are they going
Right.
into the quote-unquote complaints or the quote-unquote issues that these perceived not so good wholesale companies have?
Right.
You know, I mean, you can't just take hearsay.
Right.
You know what I mean, to do this. So I don't know, and I'm sure he's, you know, doing a great job, but it would be nice to know exactly how deep they go into this vetting process, because there's probably some really great companies that might not be represented as such, which wouldn't be fair not only to the company but to the members of AIM.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean?
And we just, like I
So-
said, I'd like to see absolute transparency on this. I'm not saying he's hiding anything, but that needs to come out.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you have 10 members, who cares? If you got thousands of members, and you could adversely impact a company who was trying to do good, who was actually doing good, that would be
An issue.
Yeah, that would be an issue.
No big problem. So let us know your thoughts. Leave us your comments down below. Do us a favor, forward, share, and subscribe, and get pre-app 1003 Lite to stick in front of Blend and to really supercharge Blend and make it a whole lot better. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you later here at the National Real Estate Post.
Better.